Hello. Today I'm going to explain how to track your energy expenditure levels, also known as calories burned on a daily basis, using the Harris-Benedict equation. And also, I'm going to show you how to calculate your personal macronutrients all the way down to the gram level for everyday use. As you can see, for the Harris-Benedict equation, there is two formulas, one for women and one for men. For today's example, we're going to use me, so we're going to use the men's formula. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate, which equals 66 plus 6.2 times weight in pounds plus 12.7 times height in inches minus 6.7 times age. Like I said, we're going to use me, so we plugged in my numbers for the example. 66 plus 6.2 times 175 pounds plus 12.7 times 69 inches minus 6.8 times 20 years. After you factor that down, you will get this line. We will result in 1,896.55. This is the calories I need for one day without the activity level factored into it. As you can see, I have a box over here with sedentary, light activity, moderate activity, and very active. Depending on what type of person you are, sedentary is 1 to 2 days, 30 minutes or less. Light activity is 2 to 3 days a week for an hour or more. Moderate is 5 to 6 times of moderate or vigorous training. And very active is 5 to 6 times a week for over an hour vigorous training. As you can see, they all come with different numbers. For sedentary, 1.2. For light activity is 1.375. For moderately active, 1.55. And for very active is 1.725. And like I said, we're going to times our original calories by the activity factor to give us a new number, which is our actual basal metabolic rate, aka the number of calories we need daily to sustain our weight. So I did 1,896.55 times moderately active. Like I said, I am moderately active, which we times that by 1.55 equals 2,939.65. BMR equals 2,939 calories a day to sustain my weight as if I stay active as I am today. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to also teach you how to track your personal macronutrients for every day. As you can see, I broke it down into a ratio of 55% of my nutrients will come from carbohydrates, 30% will come from protein, and 15% will come from fat. That is broken down to a 55, 30, 15 ratio. As an athlete, we need carbohydrates for energy, protein to repair the muscles, and fat to keep the body rolling. As you can see, I have macronutrients down here, carbs, proteins, and fats. How we calculate this is we take our total calories, the BMR, total calories we need a day, and times it by the desired ratio we picked. The carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, this ratio can be put into any sort of ratio that you would like. So this could be 40, 20, 20, or 40, 20, 40, or any combination you'd like. But for today, like I said, as an athlete, 55, 30, and 15 is a reasonably good ratio to keep your muscle on. So for carbs, you do the total calories, 2,939.65 times 55, the ratio, 0.55, and that equals 1,616 calories. If you want that broken down into grams, though, you got to divide it by 4 because there's 4 calories per gram in carbohydrates, which gives us 1,616 divided by 4, which gives us 404 grams of carbohydrates a day I would need. Going on to the protein. Same deal, just a different number. We're using 30 this time. 2,939.65 times 0.30, the ratio, gives us 881 calories a day. If you want that broken down into grams, you would have to divide 881 divided by 4, like I said, there is 4 grams per calorie for carbohydrates and proteins, which gives us 220 grams of protein daily. Onto the fat, slightly different but the same concept. 2,939.65 times 0.15 equals 440 calories. Now there is 9 grams per calorie for fat, so we do 440 divided by 9, which gives us 48 grams. So on an average day, I would need 2,939 calories, or 2,940 calories a day. With those calories broken down into my macronutrients, I would need 404 grams of carbs, 220 grams of protein, and 48 grams of fat. Right there, I just showed you how to calculate your energy expenditure using the Harris-Benedict equation. And I taught you how to calculate your macronutrients if you're trying to stay on track. Thank you very much. My name is Alex Ficorilli.